Sharon Dooley, sports massage therapist and yoga teacher. This week's clip is strength and mobility in and about the arms. So the muscles that help to make up the arms sit on the front of the chest and at the back, as well as down the arms themselves. So we're going to be looking at keeping open across the top of the chest and through the back of the shoulders. Obviously, when you're running, you want your arms to be able to swing forwards and backwards. And then day to day, if you're sat at computer work, you want to really be able to avoid rounding too much, but you can get quite tight from driving and computer work in the muscles that keep your arms out in front. So we're going to be doing some work with the breathing to help to open those up. So coming up to standing and just clasping your hands together, elbows together, just underneath your chest, pressing down through your feet, and just bring your attention to begin with onto your breath. So we're going to start with inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. And as you inhale, just gently opening your elbows out to the side, keeping your shoulders down. And then as you exhale, gently dropping your head back. And then returning elbows together, chin down. And bring your arms down by your sides. As you inhale, reaching one arm up, out, and then taking the arm behind you, turn your head to the opposite direction. Inhale, come back to the center, reaching up through the other arm. And then as you exhale, reaching out behind you. As you inhale, turn your head away from your arm. Taking a big long exhale. Inhale, come back to the center. Do one more of those each side. And then bring yourself towards a wall. Spin the crease of your elbows up towards the ceiling. Nice straight line, shoulder, hip, heel. And you're going to gently bend through your arms, leaning in to the door of the wall. And then as you exhale, coming back. So this is slow and controlled with your breathing. And then gently release, taking nice big rolls with your shoulders. And then rolling opposite way. And then come down onto all fours. Take your knees just slightly behind your hips. Again, crease of your elbows faces forward. So that helps to keep your elbows close and tight into your side rather than outwards, which is better for your arms and your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, and then as you exhale, just slowly and controlled, lowering down. Bum stays high. Inhale, straightening your elbows. Exhale, elbows coming down towards the floor. Head follows. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, coming up. You can continue with those, or you can challenge yourself a little bit more, coming into plank. Again, crease of the elbows faces forwards. Draw your hips slightly forward so your shoulders are roughly over your wrists. As you exhale, you're going to slowly bend into your elbows. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, come up, lift your hips up into downward dog. Inhale, coming forwards back to plank. Reaching back through your heels, crease of your elbows stays facing forwards. Exhale, bending elbows straight back. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, straightening the elbows, hips back up into downward dog. Inhale, come back down onto all fours. Turn your palms, fingertips rather, to face your knees. And then just gently bringing your hips forwards and backwards. And then releasing your hands, come to sitting. Have your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, pointing straight ahead. Take your hands roughly behind your hips. It kind of depends on how long your arms are. And then pressing down through your feet, press down through your palms. As you inhale, lifting your hips, lengthening your knees forwards. And then you can explore straightening your legs. Only do this if it's available. Pressing down through your heels, lifting up through your hips. And then just maybe gently bend and straighten your elbows. Walk your feet back in, lower down to sitting, come up to kneeling, and then you're going to turn your fingertips towards your knees, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And again, just gently rocking forwards and backwards. And then a nice stretch across the chest and through the back of the shoulders. Starting on all fours, knees slightly behind your hips. Walk your hands forwards. Hips stay high. Chest drops down through your hands. Allowing your elbows and forearms maybe to rest down on the floor. Allow your forehead to rest on the floor. And just take 5 to 10 breaths here. And then when you're ready, slowly coming out of it. So that's just a few little things you can play with that will help to strengthen and mobilize the muscles around the arms and shoulders. Next week, I'm going to do some work on head, neck and shoulders. Again, a little bit of strengthening and a little bit of mobilizing, because the two go hand in hand. You can't really have one without the other. Have a great week.